Folks, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to do my very first review from the house of, I think it's called Trussardi, and I could be wrong because I haven't checked anything. But I actually am not very familiar, but not very stranger to this house. I have tried a couple of the other fragrances, and I do not know so much of the history, but this is the Italian house, and I have tried, I think Trussardi Milan, that's the fragrance that I really remember. I never reviewed it. That is a lot like CH Men, but a little bit softer version. But today what you're going to look at is a sample that this is actually gift. I purchased a sample pack from FragranceBD. So brother Panto sent me one on the house, Trussardi, and it's called Riflesso. Okay, and I kind of got that right first time because I read it as Riflesso, and I went to net and I checked how do you pronounce it and what does it mean. So I actually ended up watching the whole commercial. I'll talk about that. I'll tell you what does it mean, who is it for, performance, should you be going for this fragrance because it's a lesser known house. And it makes me happy because everybody talks about all the latest releases and more popular houses like Hermes, Dior, like Mark would say, or Chanel. But people do not talk about, like, people talk about Versace, Bulgari, but they do not talk about Trussardi a lot. So I am actually very happy. Thanks FragranceBD, both you brothers, for providing me with this sample. It actually helps the community. So let's see the review. The nice thing about this sample is, first of all, it's a sprayable sample, which I really appreciate. I do not like depth samples, that they suck. They suck really big time, because those depth samples, you have to use them like essential oils, and they do not have good like how do you say, usability or practicality. This kind of spray on sprayers are really nice. This is 1.5 mil, and it's kind of nothing, not so fancy. It looks like a simple silver color with lines in the sample, and the bottle inside. The best part is they beautifully put the notes with pictures as well as the name, and they say it in, I think, Italian and English. Okay, so they say it's a sport as a lifestyle. So they, I think, probably going for a sporty sort of a fragrance. And the notes are in there. So I'll tell you what I got from it. I've been wearing it for about 1 hour or so. So this is a Italian, made in Italy, like Xenia or Salvatore Ferragamo or Acqua di Parma. I think they are Italian. I could be wrong. But Italian style cologne, what I really feel is they go more on citrus, go more on freshness, like by the seaside, something casual, something chic, sometimes gentlemanly, but they do not overdo it like heavy. Let's say French, they do Montal. It's very loud. They do not. There's just exact opposite of that. That's what I understand by this house. So before I start the review, I'll tell you what I saw in the commercial. So Riflesso means reflection, okay, in English. And I kind of got that it's nothing to do with rifles. I was watching Augie's review and Chad's review on this. They did really great review on this, and I'll give you my input. Uh, Reflection wise, what they mean, there's a name, reflection manning, amouage, guys know, like reflection, basically what you see in mirror or water. It's kind of a reflection of yours, how you see yourself. I guess they were going for that sort of a theme. So basically the dude in the ad, working in the office with his suit and all that, suddenly he gets call and stuff, then he gets kind of busy, I don't know, he gets panicked, and he just angrily changes and leaves his office to go on his super bike, and then he goes to his house or somewhere, car parking, and then he gets into this super vintage sort of a two-seater comfortable classic car, and he starts driving by the shores, like the roads that go by, on the top of the mountain, they go by the seaside. So he stops, and then he stands there with his sunglasses and everything, and he's like wandering and stuff. So basically that's the whole idea, and I think it's kind of, this house kind of reminds me of CH Man, Carolina Herrera as well. Why? Because Carolina Herrera, if you see CH Man Preview, they're going for something sexy, fruity, sweet. At the same time, there's some leather at the background. That's what I got from this fragrance as well. Seemed very familiar. First thing, believe it or not, upon initial spray, the bottle actually looks like that. Sorry, that looks like that. Very nice looking bottle. I would say very classy, sort of like a safari sort of a bottle from Ralph Lauren. And the juice color, it looks like kind of yellowish. Very nice, classy looking bottle. Not very modern looking bottle though. Kind of has the vintage feel. So top note, they say bergamot, pink grapefruit, green apple. Really love this touch. I don't have to read from Fragrantica. The mid notes, they say effortless elegance. They describing the fragrance. They say geranium, violet leaves, lavender flower. At the base, they say reassuring tradition. Okay. It says Italian leather. There you go, leather. Vetiver essence and tonka bean. So I think Chad mentioned something to do with tonka bean and apple heavy. Upon initial, like the blast, let me spray this once again. Let me remind myself once again what the opening is like. I go like two small bursts. So very nice. I mean, the opening, it comes to you. You know, it generally comes to you. It's not super loud. Sorry, but one thing I didn't mention. My scent of the night is Prada L'homme. My bottle was getting a little bit low, so I went on get my backup bottle. So I have my backup Prada L'homme. I absolutely love this beautiful iris, sort of like a watery iris, neroli kind of a fragrance, which I really love. Beautiful fragrance from House of Prada. So now coming back to the fragrance. So when you smell this first time, it is really sweet. It's really sweet and it's fresh. It's really, I would say, very, not very glamorous. It has its charisma. It's like charismatic sort of opening. I really like it. It reminds me sort of like a kind of spicy, mild. Reminds me of Hugo Boss bottle, CH Man opening. A lot of these fragrances are, which is known to me. So it's very fresh, okay, opening. So it has a bergamot, I think, yeah, pink grapefruit. Perhaps it's there, but what I really get is a very fresh, zesty sort of opening, very energetic, okay. But right away, it says the leather is at the base. I could smell the fresh leather right up top. That's what happened with me, and I really liked it for that. And first thing that I told you, I smelled is leather, fresh leather. And if you like fresh leather, like Russian leather by Chanel, I guess. Who made Russian leather? Chanel or Dior. One of the niche, very posh fragrance, very elegant, classy, and fresh leather sort of smell. I got it from this, and it's really beautiful. It really caught me off guard. You know, this is the last one that I tried of the samples, and I did not have much expectation. Really caught me off guard. You know, it has very elegant, chic sort of a smell. It's not dated. If you see, look at the bottle, you might think it's built for 40-year-old man. No, not really. This is a fragrance for men in college and up. Like if you're in the college, if you are going for Harvard, this fragrance smells to me like a dude in Harvard. You know, not like I know the dudes that smells like what they smell like in Harvard, but it smells very noble. I like that about this. Very handsome, gentlemanly, nothing sporty. I would not say sporty. Imagine like wearing a cashmere shawl or something, not cashmere shawl, like a shawl, and then you are wearing like, not shawl, what am I saying? Like like a sweater, sorry, like a sweater, or you know, like a what do you call the other one is what? Sweater is the other one? Forgot. Okay. Anyway, so you're wearing a sweater sort of like this on top of a shirt, and you're wearing like a full sleeve shirt, and it's like very gentlemanly, sort of like think of a Burberry sweater, okay, and you're like tucked in, and you're casual, and you're wearing your hush puppies, and you're wearing your like a watch. It's built in of leather. The belt is leather belt, so that's sort of imagination, like the belt, the leather note, sort of like, you know, the belt leather and this leather note, something to do with each other. Really like it. It's kind of like spicy, citrusy, that leather and fresh apple sort of opening. The tonka bean is definitely there, but it's not as loud as or creamy as many other fragrances, which I really appreciate. I think this will be great fragrance for springtime. Very beautiful fragrance when the times are like early winters. You know, everything is relaxed, people are happy, and it's elegance. You know, it's sheer elegance sort of fragrance. It's casual elegance. Okay, so I think this is a good fragrance, but longevity wise, after 1 hour, it came very close to my skin already. I think overall longevity, this house doesn't offer you that much. That is a downside of these fragrances. So if you actually get a big bottle, maybe spray heavy or respray every 2-3 hours, that would be great. Overall longevity, I think this is gonna give you about, let's say 7 out of 10. Better than average, but projection would be on the average side. Who is it for? College and up. It's very sexy, it's very handsome. As I told you, well-spoken guy, educated guy. And this fragrance, actually many people like it. It's a very likable fragrance, okay, so that's what I really like about it, and it's not a pass for me. I would definitely say try it. It's not a must buy that's a masterpiece or anything, but I would say go out there and try this fragrance. Overall, this fragrance, I think for the smell, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. Great smell. Longevity, I'll give it, as I told you, 7. Projection, I'll give it like 5 out of 10. Versatility, you can wear this in summer, workplace. This is gonna be like, case is gonna be, if you're gonna be wearing this in the work, nobody's gonna get offended. If you just pass by someone, slightly, just very close by, shoulder to shoulder. Someone passed by, or you're in the lift, you just coming out, and then someone coming out with this fragrance, you're gonna get waft of the fragrance, but very nice, sort of a mild way, and it will actually cheer you up. Okay, and yeah, I can smell it. It's like a very safe office fragrance where the dude came out from for the first place. Maybe you should stay in the office. So overall, this fragrance, what it is, I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10. If the longevity was good, I was gonna give it 8.5. But try this fragrance if you see it in the mall, and do not walk away. I think if you get it for what it is, if you get it for $40, that would be a great buy. Even $45, it would be a great fragrance for 100 ml. So that's my review for Trussardi Riflesso. Nice sort of a gentle, elegant kind of fragrance. This house, I think I will try out some more fragrance. Everybody take care. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I will do the pure excess or the black excess line for women, as I promised. See you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.